All right, guys, so today I'm going to meet with Sang. Sang has been on my channel before. He was at the sushi festival that I went to. It was like a sushi convention, and we did a video over there talking about the different sushis. But today, I felt like some Vietnamese food. Sang is Vietnamese, and not that you need to be Vietnamese to be on my channel to do Vietnamese food, but he's one of my foodie friends here in Houston, and we're going to go have lunch at Bun Bo Hue. This is a place that serves only Bun Bo Hue. So, you know, if a place only serves one dish, then it's got to be good. So we're gonna go check it out. I'm waiting for Sang right now. He's gonna come over in just a little bit, and then we're gonna go eat some Bun Bo Hue and maybe have some dessert over here on Bel Air. This is like Chinatown, but there's a lot of Vietnamese food up and down this street. So I'm excited to go eat some Bun Bo Hue first, and then we'll see what happens next. Let's go. All right, guys, we made it here. This is Sang. You guys remember Sang? And we're at the Bun Bo Hue Duc. How do you say that?
Bún bò Huế đất Trường.
So that's where we're at, and this is like a place that serves only Bun Bo Hue. There's nothing else on the menu. There are some other drinks, but for their main dishes, only you can ask for is either small or large. So we're gonna go check it out, and I'm excited to have Sang back on the channel. You guys, what's your channel? It's Houston Foodies, right?
Houston Eats.
Houston Eats. That's a great name. I always see that, and I'm surprised nobody has that name.
I think there's some Facebook groups, but there's Facebook pages, but there's no
YouTube
channel. I think.
So he's got a good name.
I think there's a whole bunch of Instagram accounts with that name as well.
But you on YouTube only.
Yeah.
So
I think so.
Let's go check it out. Let's go inside, eat some Bun Bo Hue. All right, so this is what we got. We got 2 small orders of the what's it
Bun Bo
called?
Hue?
Bun Bo Hue. Bullock lock. That's the other one. This is
The
steak,
rice dish,
rice dish. So this is what we got, and this is one of my favorites. This is like a spicy noodle Vietnamese stew, and this is like Vietnamese style. You don't tell them American style or Vietnamese style. They just make it the way that they make it. So it has like, what is this one? This is like,
That's it's like a pork sausage. So it's a steamed pork sausage.
steamed pork sausage.
Yeah.
I mean,
So it's the Vietnamese version of sausage.
pork sausage, and then we got the trotter right there. So that's like nice and gelatinous. And then one thing that most Americans don't eat is the blood cake right there. But you know, I found out that the blood cake doesn't have a lot of flavor. Like it's just kind of like irony, gelatinous.
I guess people doesn't like the iron flavor, right?
Yeah, they're just scared about the blood. And of course you got the cabbage and all the veggies. So I'm gonna put this in mine. Get a good amount of that in there.
There's some slices of beef in there as well, right?
Yeah, slices of beef. What I like here is that they also give you some more, like the hot chili sauce and also the shrimp paste. So
You
this-
eat both of that? You eat that too?
I eat the shrimp paste
Wow.
too. In the Philippines, they have a thing called bagoong, which is more like it's less of a paste, more just a tiny shrimp. So you'll see all the little shrimp in there. So this is similar to the bagoong. Like you guys
Does it
Vietnamese
taste
people.
similar too?
Similar. I think a little bit different, but similar. Like bagoong, we put on mango. You ever put this on like mango or anything?
No.
Kind of like a salt.
Okay. I guess for like more raw mangoes, we usually use salt and pepper, I guess. Or dip in salt
Oh
and
yeah,
pepper,
salt,
something
pepper.
like
Okay. So try it with us one day. Who knows?
that. I don't like the taste of that.
Oh, you don't like that?
No.
All right,
It's an acquired taste.
Very tasty, but I do like more of this, so I'm gonna put a little bit more shrimp paste on there. This adds a little bit more like shrimpiness to it,
More depth of flavor to it.
more depth of flavor. I guess they would call that the umami, right? Like this different kind of flavor,
Some people say that.
but not for you.
I guess it's an acquired taste now.
If you're outside and you have this stuff, you will have a ton of flies all over you. That's what I know. So Sang was about to get the large bowl. These are the small bowls. So these are the
It's
small
pretty
bowls.
big.
And the big bowls are freaking huge. So I'm glad we got this. So
I'm glad that you told me.
is Bun Bo Hue one of your favorite foods, or what's kind of soup do you usually? You said you like ramen, right? Did you say?
So me personally, I like rice dish more than a noodle dish.
Mm-hmm.
But my parents are from Hue, Vietnam, so they grew up eating this.
Oh.
So at home, my mom usually cook this a lot. So
Oh, man.
So she cooks this more often than pho. So I guess it's probably easier to make, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But this is more common at my house than pho is.
So this
Pho-
can't compare to your mom's. For sure, your mom is gonna be like the best Bun Bo Hue you've ever eaten.
I don't eat it often, but this tastes pretty good.
And then we're gonna try some of the trotter.
So they say that this is one of the best restaurants in Houston for Bun Bo Hue. So this is actually my first time eating it.
Yeah, a place that only serves Bun Bo Hue, it's gotta be good, right?
Yeah.
And this is like a different type of noodle. This is more like even almost like a spaghetti noodle, right? Than like the pho noodles.
I think it's a thicker version of the vermicelli, right? I guess it's the same size as the spaghetti, but it just made differently. This is a white rice flour, and spaghetti is probably regular flour or right? All-purpose flour. It's very flavorful. A lot of different textures and flavor in this. So you like this more than pho?
You know, sometimes I like pho, sometimes I like this. They're both really good, but like I said, I like spicy. And I'm actually gonna add a little bit more spice on here, which I'll probably regret later. Because at the bottom, whenever you drink the soup, the rest of the juice, it's gonna get super spicy.
So do they have this dish in Beaumont?
They do. The best one I had in Beaumont was at Crystal Pho over there on College Street.
Okay.
So I kind of gave up on Bun Bo Hue in Beaumont because I didn't have a good bowl of it. But Crystal Pho over in Beaumont, over on College Street, really good. Do you ever remember L&T's?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my first experience with Vietnamese food ever, I think. No, well, not ever, but at a restaurant. Because, you know, Beaumont never had anything before that. I think in Port Arthur maybe, but nothing in Beaumont.
Beaumont had L&T's, Four Seasons, and those are the main two, right? That's it? Mm-hmm. For a long time. Yeah, me and my sisters and my cousins and stuff used to work at Tokyo Steakhouse off of Dowland. And then during the lunch break between lunch and dinner, we always go to L&T to eat lunch.
Actually, it was Four Seasons that had the good Bun Bo Hue. That's the one on College Street. So I misspoke. But this is one, like, you'll start sweating. I'm already starting to sweat. I added a little bit more of the spiciness. I'm starting to sweat.
I don't want to eat spicy because I'm going to be having a runny nose, and that's not good for camera. Because every single time I eat crawfish, I get a runny nose.
So what other restaurants should I go over in Houston that I haven't been to, that you've been to? I saw you did a review over there at the Vietnamese buffet Kim Son.
Yeah.
That's just a hard place to do it because it's so loud and there's so many people.
Yeah. It was practice. I wish I would have just faced the window. It would have been better lighting. It was cold that day too. But yeah, the food's okay. I did a search on YouTube, and those videos at that restaurant has a lot of views. So that's why I went there. So in the future, I want to bring different people to go eat there just to get a lot of views.
I was thinking about taking you there today too.
Yeah.
That was my other option. But that's so much food, and I've been eating so much like all you can eat, like that barbecue, the Houston Barbecue Festival.
Yeah, that was a lot of food. I got food after 3 vendors.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of meat. You can't eat that much.
The portion was like, some of them was really big.
Real big. Like, after the first plate, I was done. And then everything else was like just forcing myself to eat.
Mm-hmm. So do you think all the best barbecue restaurants were outside? versus inside?
I would say so.
I regret not going to them first.
Yeah, yeah. The best brisket was outside for me. Did you get the one with the coleslaw next to 1701? Theirs was pretty good. It was like a pulled pork sandwich,
I didn't eat there.
but that was one of my favorite sandwiches just because I like coleslaw. I like, freshness, and that had it.
A very unique restaurant is Saigon Pago Lock. I'm not sure you're familiar with that, but you get a lot of grilled food. So it's similar to like Korean barbecue or something similar like that. You grill the meat on the grill.
Oh, I've been there.
The skillet,
So
and
with-
then you roll up into a spring roll.
It's right after Ishmart, right?
Yes.
That's a good place. We should go there.
It's Dynasty Mall.
Yeah.
It's right next to Wells
I think it's
Fargo.
one of the oldest restaurants in Houston. Like one of the oldest like Vietnamese restaurants.
Possibly, but did you record there or did you just eat there?
I've just eaten there. I wanted to go back because I love the spring rolls. I used to have an ex that was Vietnamese, and we would eat at her house, and we would make spring rolls, and that was my favorite. Like making my own spring roll, rolling it up, dipping it in Nook Mom,
Yeah, so we would normally eat that on Sunday nights.
all the butter, or
Yeah.
you have a little grill on your table.
Yeah, so you're familiar with that. So a lot of people are not familiar with that type of food. They're used to the Bun Bo Hue and the
Yeah.
rice dishes.
Yeah, they stick with I think is that more authentic Vietnamese food or just a different type of Vietnamese food?
I guess for us, it's something home style, something we would eat on a Sunday night. But I guess these type of food is more easy to make for a restaurant fast food, right?
Yeah.
Those type of food you got to grill it yourself. It's like Korean barbecue. It takes longer to cook and heat. So it's something you eat with your family and you take time on it. These food is really fast, fresh. It's fast to make and then fast to eat.
This episode is actually kind of like one of your episodes, like where you just eat and talk, right? That's what you do in a lot of your episodes.
Yeah.
So this is almost like a podcast that we're doing right now. Podcast and eat. So what do you rate this bowl of pho right now? Like out of 10 compared to your mom's pho, or your mom's Bun Bo Hue.
I think it's good. I think I'll give it a eight or seven or eight.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it could have been a little. Today wasn't as flavorful as I've had it before, but it's still good. Still delicious. I'm still enjoying it. I'll still eat it. I'll still be happy about it. And yeah, thanks for being on the show today. On Jeremy Eats with Another Foodie. So go follow him. Houston Eats on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I'll put it on the links down below. You'll find Sang there. And yeah, thanks for enjoying a bowl of Bun Bo Hue with me.
Thanks for inviting me.
All right, guys, that's it for Bun Bo Hue. I enjoyed it. Did you like it?
It was very delicious. I give it a 7 or 8 out of 10.
7, that's mine too. 7 or 8 out of 10. Good bowl of Bun Bo Hue. If you guys enjoy this episode, make sure to subscribe to me and make sure to subscribe to Houston Eats as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.